GameStop. GameStop. Give everyone a chance to join up. Let's have what we gonna redo. Welcome by the way, chat, for anyone who joins early. This is just a early setup test, but just in case for some reason, because it's getting closer to Christmas, no one really shows up tonight, then we'll just hold this off until closer to after Christmas. But welcome to anyone who joins. Welcome. Whoop. I'll pull my headset out, self. Hello, welcome. Welcome, Parker. Welcome. Let's see, I entered hell in Arc Knights. What the heck? What happened? What has happened? Sealy disregard. Oh man. Order. What has happened? All I can think it's crazy, and now my brain's like, now I kind of wish January was already here because there's so much good stuff that we're gonna be able to do. We got pretty sure since it's not coming out this year. Do wish they had changed that and that came out of nowhere. I mean, it's not Christmas yet. Maybe it'll drop as a surprise Christmas thing. But with American Truck Simulator getting postponed on console at least until January, because I wanted to make sure everything was working, which I get, makes sense. I was hoping to kind of have that be my Christmas kind of just chill game. But it didn't work out that way. That's why we went with more of a Slim Dashy vibe this year, again. Which to a certain extent I might do each year depending on how Christmas is going to be that year and what the holidays are looking like. I mean, I'm still not sure if our plans that we have other than me and James for Christmas Eve and days can really pan out anyway, so. I know the evening of Christmas Eve, depending on how many people show up for me and James's stream earlier that day, I'm going to judge whether I should do our special Slaneshi event that night, or if I should wait till everyone kind of starts coming back from the holiday adventure. Not sure yet. Welcome, Tab King. The new class, but just I heard about that. I don't know why they call. I was just about to say that. It's like, yes, you mean the one that is named after himself. I mean, I guess I can't blame him. I mean, the Ronald Reagan class, all these others from the old days. Can't blame him. Can't really blame him. But I did see that. I think more makes me go, whoa, is less about what it's called than what it actually is. And I kind of, once again, Tam King, eventually, I swear, you and I just need to be like, we're you and I are the next true internet, like, media lose. Because I swear, Tam King, I swear, you and I just talked about it. Maybe not the name, but we just talked about something about this. It's like, bro. He said, well, we'll put his name on everything. It's even renamed again. I saw that. Some people are probably like, it's bad. I'm like, I get where you're coming from with that, but it's like, at the same time, it's like, yeah, the alternative is worse. So, you know what? Well, range invincibilities you can't harm until revealed are the base of tower defense. Oh, the Bane. Probably meant to say Bane. I mean, that makes sense. Invisible enemies in a tower defense game would be the acrux of all, the final boss level of BS you have to deal with in tower defense. I guess that makes sense. Just your towers can't see it. I'm just waiting for the inevitable, you know. You know, at this point, you might not be far off. Easy, Tab Cake. Remember, every time we keep talking about this, it just happens tomorrow. So, congratulations, everyone. Tab King has rebranded us. We are now. Oh, this actually is a good opening for this stream as far as like what I wanted this stream to be. Since you notice it doesn't have a game title. Tonight is more of a chill night since I'm not sure how this week is gonna go. Just in case, it's just to kind of get together and chill in the chat, chill in the vlog, kind of check out some things. And I did find out I was wrong on something. Thank goodness once again, like I said, as long as I don't try to say, oh, why did you do this? Then all it does is mean my video just gets, even though it says it don't, skewed visibility, and it now just pays the other person who claimed it money, and I don't get money. They basically make money off of my video. But I did find out apparently some AI stuff actually somehow has found a way to trademark. I don't know if that's true and how they're doing that. But then again, with the way the algorithm works and the way YouTube's system works, it could just be flagging as that, and it's not really that. But it doesn't really matter. Because like I said, as long as it's a claim, it's fine. Strikes are what's the problem. Claims just mean, like I said, they're just making the money and you're not. And that's just the brass tacks of it. It's still visible, it just may be a little different in visibility, but it's still there. And yeah. Strange, but hey, but it also means that this makes it even more when I saw that why I want to do tonight's vlog and just chill. So when we do our little speed run of Morta tomorrow, to one last attempt to get through that game in some sort of fashion without it like blockading us like a droid army. I want to kind of have a more, like, just laid back. We're going to probably listen to some random stuff that I'm used to. AI music got you claimed? It did, yeah. And that's what makes me go, But, once again, I'm too small to actually really probably have any merit to talk to YouTube about stuff like that. So, I'm not fighting that because that can lead to a strike if I lose that, and that's worse than a claim. A claim is innocent, even though it's annoying. Well, innocent in the fact that your channel is safe. Not innocent in the fact that it robs you of every... If, let's say I was monetized. I'm not, ironically. But, let's say I was monetized. That means all my monetization is removed from that video, and the monetization goes to the claimee. Or claimer, or whatever. Not claimee, the claimer. Over the claimee. It's monotonous, blah, 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 blah. But hey. See, it's always the music that gets. That's what I said. This, and you know what's funny? Remember we talked, and you asked me how has it been going with the other stuff. We had I'm even gonna say it out loud. We had basically a indecently exposed dragon lady who I couldn't beat. Who kept you? We had to see the cutscene of her turning around and snapping her finger for her thralls to come try to get me. For like 20 times. Not a single version of that triggered any, like, remember how we talked about, like, more, even though I have it already set for more of an adult channel, it's not, this channel's meant for the adult side of YouTube, it's not meant for kids and all that, because you can do that when you set up your channel and do your settings, but not a single chirp, and I'm fine with this before I say this, but it still makes me go, wow, music is just hilarious, and it's just, like, not a single chirp off of that. But, you know, I play an AI video and it's like, boom! Which is fine, once again, because it's a claim. I'm not going to complain about it. It's one of those things that's just, it's not much I can do, really, to be fair. And it's like, not right now, at least. But I think it's kind of silly, especially for AI-generated channels. I think the channels who are doing that, they're only hurting themselves. Because it's not like, at least as far as we know, it's not like that they're, you know, record companies or these companies who own, like, actual, like, labels and stuff like that who have real bands under them. Like, some of the bands I listen to, like Shinedown, Disturbed, things like that. It's like, those I understand, even though I still think that's silly. I get those. But AI generated? Huh. And it's funny because I'm going to test something out tonight, which is what I want to see. We're going to see how it handles. Well, okay, if you're going to do that, what if I throw multiple in there? From 2 different channels? Who gets to claim it? And this is also something I've always laughed about YouTube's rules on this. Who does really get it? Once again, I have no problems with it. Claim it if they want. I'm not monetized anyways. I don't make money on this channel. That's not what I do this channel for. Maybe down the line, once I start my second one, that's the one I want it to be more my business channel, which will tie into the other stuff I'm going to be doing. But as far as this channel is more for the chill and for us to grow our little Guardian Core family and to enjoy and to just be us a little online family. However, and that's why I don't care about it, but however, on the whole of the subject, it does just make me laugh when I see stuff like that. It's like a pack of wolves fighting each other. Like, here you go, I'm gonna throw bait in there for all you. Farseer's like, Bakushin is not copyright. Actually, she's sadly right. You know what's funny about that? None of the Uma Musume music gets me copyright claimed. I'm not going to play it, don't worry, Tamke. Even I have my limits with that song. But that just baffles me, right? Like, that's an actual game. Like, Uma Musume is a real game, real developer, real, you know... I'm not saying AI developers aren't real, by the way, either. I don't want that to get misconstrued. But it's a sanctioned game. Like, it's a license. It released. It has copyrights and other licenses to, like, names of real-life horses and things like that. That game, music will not claim my video. And I'm like... And I'm happy about that. Once again, this is good. That's good choice. Because to me, the amount of little money you're gonna make as a company, in my opinion, and they don't care about this, of course, but the amount of little, like, we're talking about dollars on the cent, basically, comparatively to what they make as a whole, as a company, to claiming a video, especially like mine. Now, I can understand, like, a big boy, if you would claim, like, one of the, like, if people tried to claim, like, the Osman and all that, I imagine he has a better way to fight that, but, it's like, my channel is literally barely, what, hold on, I got my home channel picture thing ready to go, this one, 514, okay, we're up to 514 subscribers. What do you think they're going to really get out of that? I'm not even 1,000. 1,000's normal monetization level on YouTube. I'm not even that. So it goes to show you how much that automation has sickeningly overpowered itself. It's another example of something I want to touch on in tonight's subject too, once we get to the more deeper stuff. On the advances of AI, the goodness of it, because of how good it really is, but also I think it's going to end up getting slapped back down just because of nothing really bad other than just oversaturation. It happens to everything. Any product has this problem. But this one's having it, probably going to have it more so because of how freaking fast everything is going. And it's like, once again, that's not necessarily a bad thing either. Because like I said, even for someone from my perspective being disabled, AI is a great thing. If I could get my hands on it, that is. I mean, I could use... I am thinking about trying to do something interesting of my own because I realize I've been trying to learn this and I want to run this by chat. We'll talk about this more in depth as well during this episode, but I'm thinking about creating my own, once I figure out how they're doing it, my own AI generated little videos. But, you know, creating its own lyrics and it's all that, and I feed it hypothetical models, but not copyright models. If I do that, I don't know. I mean, even though technically the Skybrow channel I shouted out yesterday technically uses really close approximation models of real life people, and YouTubers and VTubers and Twitch streamers and all kinds of stuff. And it's like, so, and technically politicians. So that's why I'm not gonna go that far. I just want mine to be able to make, like, cool Guardian anime. I've thought about this. I'm like, since I don't have time to sit down because I've got so much other stuff on my plate right now, life-wise, and also other things I'm going to be pursuing this coming year, along with my, like I've said, my theology studies and my faith that I'm regrowing myself in, my church family and all that I'm going to be involving myself in. As far as I guess I'm going to say my business self now, because I'm going to be trying to step my way towards a small version of what I was trying to achieve, to basically tilt into the later version of this being exactly what I want it to be. Now, this won't be a fast process. I think the more faster process will be the beginning, but the slower process will be the mid and end goal. But I haven't figured out if they're using Grok or something. I mean, obviously, maybe Grok is being used in the one that's being made by Skybrow, just because it made a Grok reference and a joke in that last one for Home Stallone. But I'm wondering if there's others, because I've seen all kinds of AI, and if you want, remember, we've fully converted this channel, and I want to put this out here too, for everyone if you want to ask questions on something that you're not normally going to ask me, please feel free. And it's like, I want this to be like more of a zone of everyone to be able to ask me things that you might like, oh, but that might not be safe for the, work channel. And I'm like, nah, you need to, not this. You in the velvet room, as they say, if you know what game that's from. Good on you. Let's see, run this by chat. Better hurry, you may not catch up. Yes. What are we catching up to? I think Crispy, I think you was trying to do a good dark joke. I think I know what you were meaning there, Crispy. That was a good one. If you were, I think you, if you reworded it a little bit, that'd have been a crazy joke. Oh, but it's like, welcome. Think a lot. Or is it no games today? A social video? We might do a game if y'all decide you want to do a game. I'll let y'all decide. I mean, I've got a couple games we could play. We could try to play ATS, see if my controls work on that. I haven't tested it in a while. We could play some Dispatch today, towards some time in the video. This is gonna be a longer video. That's why I wanted to. I wanted to start a little earlier, but this has been a really slow day. It's since like I said, my family is in a rough place right now. I'm kind of taking it easy because my mom's going through some stuff right now, and I lost my uncle recently, and last week, I think it was the 15th, is when he passed away. We didn't know about this until my other uncle called her recently, so just want to let everyone know, if you for some reason things seem a little slow, that's because, be patient. I want to make sure everything is going good. So, but tonight, that's why I went ahead and ate, got everything out of the way so we can chill. And plus, with Christmas coming up, I know people are probably going to be chilling with families and stuff, the ones who can't make it to the stream. Because I will be doing a mini stream Christmas Eve with James before I go to my church that evening, unless my mom says she doesn't want to go. I'm leaving that up to her, since what's going on right now, and see what she feels like doing. Otherwise, I'll be doing a mini stream with the Mad Lad himself for our mini series for Baldur's Gate 3 to start up again. That'll also be on Christmas Day, and then on the evening, either late evening of Christmas Eve, maybe evening of the day after Christmas Day. I'll have to see when everyone's going to be kind of present for this little special event I want to do. We're going to do more of a later stream. Remember the late night shift stream I used to do, chat? More of a late night, kind of more closer to like 8 o'clock kind of thing. Now, of course, I'll have everything done before we do this stream. It might even be closer to 9 what time I get back that night. But, it will be a very special stream that night. Now, I do warn, I will set this warning again today before I know it's going to happen. And probably maybe going forward in each of the videos. I do warn. That will be the night where the channel will fully, like, show that this... We want this to mature to be more of a proper, like, mature channel of different kinds, whether it be topic-based, whether it be talking, whether it be, like, discussion, whether it be video games in general, what we're going to be doing. And we're going to be opening it up with something that is going to be a little shell-shocking. I'm going to warn everyone now. It's like, but you will get just a tad bit of a drop into the brain that is Ardnot. Just a tad. That's all you get. But like I said, let's see, did the British celebrate Christmas or just American holiday? Making Christmas is a Christmas holiday. No, instead of Christmas, the British call it Teamas. We celebrate by drinking and gifting tea and sky. No. Okay, as much as I love Tam King's answer, the serious answer, bacon, is no. That is what Farseer said. Now, of course, I have a little bit of a Velveety Room flavor for the way I do Christmas. That's just because I'm a... And once again, this is going to be a chat of me actually chatting for real for once again. This is why I named it Part 2 of Operation Rebirth, because these vlogs are going forward towards something. So... like I said, I have a bit of a Velvety Room kind of Christmassy vibe the way I like to do Christmas. That's because I'm a romantic at heart. And it's like, so that's, you know, never gets to use any of his skills. And it's like, so, you know, that's why I make all the jokes I make and all the little, like, puns towards things. It's mostly actually towards there. If you actually look at a lot of the puns I make, well, except for the ones where we're totally, throwing Celia under the bus. Except for the Celia involved ones. And then those are the ones where that's just Celia. We're just poking the seal, as they say, with a stick. But other than those, like, if you notice, a lot of the jokes I make are, like, they're towards, like, if you really dissect it, they have to do with moi, aka me. And it's because I learned this from a lot of the comedians I grew up on, which is why you'll notice that's where that comes from. Like, I grew up on a lot of older school comedians. Robin Williams, Jim Carrey, Adam Sandler, Dave Chappelle. And it's like, it's a lot of crazy in there, as you can tell. And it's like, but all of that kind of jives it, knowing how to jive it yourself as much as the reality. Because it's why I appreciate the videos like the Home Stallone and the Joe Rogan type things, or in the older days, the Simpsons type thing. It's almost a removing of the filter. It's a way of taking what is being taken too seriously and almost put on a pedestal and turning it into, this isn't supposed to be taken seriously to begin with. That's why it's here. It's the other countries celebrate it differently. Christian Orthodox countries celebrate Christmas on a different say. We tell our kids about a tea bag man. He comes down and boils the kettle. I grew up around the Dutch and Amish on Christmas. We raised the roof. Wait, the Amish? Wait, the Amish raised... See, I don't know much about the Amish. I will say that. That's why I don't make judgments on others. It's like, but I didn't know the Amish. The Amish party? Wait, what? I thought they were really, really, really against that kind of stuff. What? Dutch, maybe. That, Dutch? That I could see. I could definitely see that being straight. It's like, I think, but part of me wants to think that Crispy's being really, what's the word? I learned this word from, what's his name, from Shinedown. Facetious right there, just a bit. barn building, raise the roof. Okay, I like that. I knew that's what part of me was like, I wonder if he literally, like, he means, like, he's using the facetious way of going. He means, like, probably build a building. That's cool, though. Like I said, it's great. It's a short. You won't get claims. Wait, what? What's a short? What's a short? What? What's short? I'm short. But we all know this. I am goblin-sized. No, it's just Skybrow update. Okay. But, my brain got sidetracked. Read back, or did YouTube it might have censored you. How far back was it? What was it before, Tam King? I saw the story about the tea bag man. But I didn't think that was a short. Is that a short I'm supposed to be looking at? We all know what he makes. I don't see anything specifically about a short, or other than like what the jokes we were making about the tea bags. There's a short with a funny song. Oh. See, YouTube, man, this is what I'm saying. The YouTube bot be slamming. from the South Park official channel. Wish you had a way to send this to me. I was gonna say if you don't have the Discord, I don't think. I was gonna say if you had the Discord on your phone, you could just link it to that, and I could go through there without having to. I'm gonna have to search it. Hold on. Oh, I've seen that video. I think it's the one I think it is. I've seen that video. I've seen it. Although I'm not really worried about claiming today, to be fair, either way. Whatever we end up watching. I want to kind of take a vote what we want to do first before we go to anything. This is why we're on my homepage. Or, excuse me, my channel page, not my homepage. My homepage would be showing all of my subscriptions and all the videos I watch and all the you know, you might see a lot of baldness. Because I watch a certain and also legendary. You see a legendary face. And a few others probably too. Maybe some VTubers. A lot of shorts. A lot of different shorts. Lots of different, but to be fair, I also kind of want to, even though I know once again it's going to get some calamity claims, which I'm fine with. I once again say that I'm fine with because, and it's like otherwise, you know, it's not like it's up to me anyways in that one. But I want to show off some music possibly before we do anything video game wise. If we do decide to do some games today. All I could recommend videos only you and Tam King would be interested. Why do you say that? I mean, to be fair, that being said, if everyone wants to try to recommend something across the board, it needs to still be within a certain limit. I'll have to be careful with certain ones. Not because of claiming, necessarily, more because there is a certain merit where it's more of the algorithm will start feeding into certain things once it knows a video where certain things have been kind of stated. This is why I bounce around certain things on purpose, because the way the algorithm works on YouTube. It is a specific creature. See, they evolved the Atlas. I mean, hey, videos of the Atlas are fine too. I'm sure Tam King would enjoy that, definitely. I mean, I would too, but... Celia's here. Welcome. Rise and shine, Vazia. Adult Swim Superhero debut. Oh, I've heard about that one. Okay. Well, okay, so that's one we can... Alright, so let me get everyone in here. What happened about a claim? I got claimed by an AI video, which once again, I'm not against it. Here's what I think it is. I actually don't think fully, now for the bigger company ones like actual music industries, like once again with like record labels and they own like certain bands and stuff, that makes sense. But I also am now realizing something through just streaming long enough on YouTube and seeing the differences. I think that the AI on YouTube is ringing certain things that are slightly off. It's now throwing up claims for videos that are music related that are AI generated, meaning these videos technically aren't real. Because technically it is altered content. Because there is a setting in here you're supposed to say, is this altered content, yes or no? Technically, if it's AI generated, I hate to tell everyone, that's altered content. So ironically, yes. So, if that is being logged as that is technically a lie. And it's like, no, I'm not, like I said, there has to be a precedence for both sides. I support AI and I like AI, but I also think there needs to be some rules set in place and some precedents be made. That certain things can't be just washed over and like, oh, because it's AI, it's this! Nah, sorry. Robot Chicken, yeah, I remember that. Robot Chicken, how to defeat Supergirl. Okay, so that's what Tam King's suggestion is, I think, is what it sounds like. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. People used to think that's a guarantee, but okay, hold on. I can show this because this doesn't hurt anything, and I don't mind showing this because this doesn't really show anything. I don't mind everyone seeing like my algorithms and all that. I'm not private on that kind of stuff. So this is our live. So okay, right here. You see this claim right here during our last episode? So show details. Look what claimed it. Now, once again, I'm not hating on that channel. I have nothing against Skybrows, the one that I shouted out yesterday about Home Stallone. But Home Stallone's the one that did it. Now, I'm noticing, and this is what this test is going to be for today. Ooh, hold on. We're going to have to go back. If I go that way, I'm going to end up on my what's it called. There we go. Safer to do it this way. Let's see, I loved watching Robot Chicken. Yeah, Robot Chicken's amazing. Tam King, I know you played MechWarrior 5. What is the purpose of the Banshee? The Banshee's purpose is to die to an Atlas fight. I like that Tam King knows this. Oh, man. But that being said, since I'm going to be okay with claiming it, it's not, once again, I'm not monetized. I don't make money off this channel. Heck, from what I've done research on, sadly, with how little, and this is nothing on you guys, how little active traffic I tend to have on average compared to other channels. And so with all the games and videos I've done on here and how old this channel really is. Because... here's the thing. I don't want to get too much into this because I don't have anything against this either. I'm going to play both sides of this rule because I want people to realize that this is not a negative or a positive. It's more of, well, because it's allowed to happen, can you really complain about it? It's more of, if you really don't want it or you don't like it and you want to make it balanced, then you'd have to target the thing that's allowing it in the first place. But, and we're not going to go into this deep well because it's not an important well. It's just another noise thing. This is at this point, does it really matter? It's like it's one of those things that'll pass its fancy, it'll do its thing, and it'll move on to whatever it is next, right? So, and that's botting. And I've said this for a long time that I've thought that was the case for tons of channels, and this is ones I like too. There's nothing, once again, there's nothing wrong with it, because here's the reason why there's nothing wrong with it. Well, if the platform says there's nothing wrong with it, then there's nothing wrong with it. Now, if you get what I'm saying there, you'll see the deeper picture, and this is why I've said, and I know this is not a fun subject, and not a popular opinion probably amongst the internet, but why I know and guarantee you that certain government things and certain government sanctions and things are going to happen. Just because too many cooks in the kitchen means it gets noticed. See, it's easy to avoid it when there's very little people doing it. But then when everybody does it, and that's how anything, that's what you could argue it's just like any product. Products do that. So, okay. Don't trust them. Hold on. Let me, oh, R. Did you end up? I did see what you sent me, Sealy. Don't trust him, R. It will be a pic of sealables. No, with Sealy, it'd just be a picture of an orca. Trust me. And see, the AI tried to correct me, Sealy, and I got it wrong. Tim, what happened between him and it? The sentence, LOL. The funny thing is, he's right. The bot saw that and went, correct, no, what's happening, Let's see, 95 tons and all it has is a PPC AC5 and some small lasers. You'd better be using a Warhammer at that point. I do agree with Farseer on that. The Banshee is so bad. If you're, the only good version of the Banshee, in my opinion, is the modified version where you can go all laser vomit. No PPCs. It's too big. Once again, just no point. It's no point. They're only meant to be more of a heavy laser platform, in my opinion. That is the only function I have seen a Banshee succeed at. Anything else is just good night. Everything else can kill it. Smaller things too. There's smaller mechs who carry more guns. Looks at the Marauder. Not the 2. Oh, Banshees, man. And no, not the Ghost, by the way. I forget, we should probably elaborate. We have so much, like, this is how you know this channel is very niche for my Guardian Core family with what we've developed. For anyone out there who doesn't play as much, we're talking about Mech Warrior, not an actual ghost. Because I do realize Banshee also means ghost. Oh, we're talking about a mech. Alright, so what do y'all think, chat? We start off with some music, and then I want everyone... I know what Tam King's suggested video is now. But, we start off with, maybe some music, and then decide where we want to go from there. Do we want to suggest some videos to maybe check out, or do we want to, maybe find some memes to check out that is... We're going to stay... We want this first episode to be very soft-handed, so... In the middle of safe and not safe. And then we can also decide if we want to play a game like Dispatch or some ATS or maybe one of my other games I have in my library. And no, it cannot be a Slanesh game, because there is only one Slanesh game that you will get to see on the special event. The rest are also terrible anyways. That's also why we're not doing any others. The rest are free-to-play nightmares that are just pay money to see something I could get for free. And then here's the thing, that on that subject, which will be, if we talk about that there down the line, I don't think that's gonna last either. That you can get it just free on the internet. I don't think that's gonna last either. But hey, you know. Welcome, Ryu, movie 43. It's so I know one of the ones Tam King would prefer. I watched that one, it was great. Well, that one, since it's being an actual movie, might be a little bit more risque. Animated stuff is a little safer, even if it's claimed. Real life people stuff, yeah. It's like watching, it's like and people can take this how they want. Like, I applaud the bravery, even if you don't like him or not. I applaud the bravery like people like Asman and all that have. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Because, bruh, the amount of reaction videos and stuff he does on like real life, like politics stuff and stuff like that, and all that, it's like, that would scare me to death to try to do that, okay? I'm just gonna say that now. I'm not even gonna front. I'm brave in other ways, but not in that way. Maybe down the road I might talk about more stuff like that and evolve more as we get more of our actual, like the channel I want to be more my professional channel going forward, which will be the one that's we're gonna be talking about AI and doing stuff. This is when I do my studies and get through my studies, and I start back up into college, because I want that. And here's the thing, I want to start that channel because I won't be able to do this channel too much during college at all. I'm just gonna warn everyone now when that happens. I've probably got one more year before I truly commit to getting back into that strategy of it, because once again I want to focus on this. I want to get all this out before we go forward. I want to focus in on like the stuff for my own personal self first. Make sure my mind's in the right place this time, which is my faith and all that first. And once that's done, which is what this next year is going to be mostly about, along with some other things in the background I'm going to be prepping for future. But when we start that, I want to try to start the other channel in conglomeration with it, in order to have discussions and to show, and to, not my work, but as I learn stuff from what I learn, I'm going to try to do my own little side projects, and we can try to do them on channel, experiment with stuff, talk about stuff, question things about that. It'd be more of a tech-based channel is what that's going to be. And then that channel, if anything, if any channel is going to lead me into the bravery of the things like political talk and actually being able to talk about the things going on in today calmly and just chit-chat and all of us chill. I do that somewhat already, but on a softer way. That's probably what it had happened. But like I said, y'all are getting a lot of what's going. I like how everyone always addresses Ryun as Big Head by one. And Babe Ryun's like, shh. Just a quiet, just like you can imagine, just the finger to the lips. Shh. Let's see. Damn. What type of battlefield tech is in there for it to be able to demolish 41st Tech? Oh yeah, BattleTech is insane. It's the one universe that, like Farseer just elaborated on, that probably could actually dethrone the 40k. And I know a lot of 40k fans who just heard that probably just cringed in their haunts. But sorry guys, I'm a 40k fan too, and it is 100% accurate. Like, I've seen and learned more and more about what BattleTech actually has for lore. Yeah. I mean, even their their Space Marine-like characters are better than the actual Space Marines. They're more realistic. They're better designed. They also can have children. And I'm like, so this is what would it look like if Wayland and Little had actually done it right. And what's funny, even weirder though, I think what's weirder though is that they still get treated like crud. But your brain's like, this guy's like 12 feet taller than you. And also, he has the ability to go and have children. And a legacy. And then that legacy has a bigger legacy. And then that legacy has an even bigger legacy. And then before you know it, 40k happens. But in this version of the 40k, the Space Marines are way different. They're more like the memes that you see on Facebook that I try to post on Discord sometimes. The ones where it makes the jokes of the Primaris or the Chapter Masters having certain wives. And it's like, but anyways, my brain. I'm gonna see what Tam King said last as well. Tam King said movie 40. Okay, yeah, movie 43 clips. That talk would probably mass review on 40k as well. Probably, but it's true. And the fans aren't the one to blame on that. It's just the writing for 40k has gotten a little dicey. Now I've heard some good things lately. The new 41st edition or something's about to come out, and we're gonna see what's truly going to be really actually good, or what they're gonna hopefully not butcher. But it's true as I get sliced and blended like a blender from a exactly. Alright, so actually, that being said, what do y'all want to do first? Alright, time to take a vote, chat. Everyone in chat, time to take a vote. Crispy, Tam King, Farseer, Sealy, everyone, Ryun. Everyone. Do we want to watch that? Do we want to start with a little music? A little chill, just even, because at this point, once again, I'm not still gonna do like license like real life artists. It's too risky. I might do it one day deeper in and just go ahead and manually demonetize the video at that point myself, just to see if that throws the claim off, because I mean I don't even know how it's doing it without me being monetized anyways. I don't know what it's really claiming. But anyways, Bakushin? No, we're not doing the Bakushin song, Sealy. What in the world? React to music? Well, this music is my music. It's the music I listen to. Well, the AI side of it, anyways. I listen to a bunch of real artists like Shine Down and stuff like that. But, in this moment. But what you're gonna see today is a small tidbit of the music I tend to listen to when I'm just chilling or vibing or sitting there and just trying to meditate, and like the hardcore side of me, yet the more soft, like we're gonna go and be warned. Remember what you know what I forgot to put in here? Shoot, it's too late to edit it. Hold up. The other one doesn't need it, but this one's gonna need it. Remind me at the end, Farseer. I need to add in a not safe for work up here. Just so that way it knows, because I want that to always be here, because I don't want no excuses with my channel. I want my channel to be known as this channel is not meant for the young Jedi. As they say, this is for the masters. And it's like, so this is for more adult-oriented audiences and things like that. And I don't care if YouTube puts me in that block and that makes me have less views in that way. That's fine by me. It's like, that's what I want to cater to anyways. So it'd be nice if they actually catered me and sent my channel out to, like, especially Let's Play people who enjoy it more. Even though my voice, I'll admit, is not very deep. It's the one thing that throws people off. Is they hear me and go, man, what in the world? Yes, I know I sound like a goblin. a tiny goblin. Which technically I am. But that being said, it's like a lot of my stuff, like I don't hold things back. At the same time, I don't. I mean, I know. I've always made this joke. My best friend is James. And if you've met him, you know what that means. So it's like, let's see, Bakushin is blessing from the heaven itself. But if you age restrict it, Sealy can't watch. What do you mean you can't watch either, Tam? You too old for this crap. See, that's what there we go. Now everyone's starting again. Oh, goodness. Okay. Goodness. Okay. I don't want to do all of these, so I'm going to let y'all pick from what you see on the screen. I'm going to scroll up just a little bit. Don't mind those up there. Those are different. We'll go to those eventually. That's a different section. I've kind of started organizing. If you want to see something stupid, let me show you something real quick. This is to show you how much music and how much I partake in all kinds of music. Whether it be digital, whether it be technically rap, rock, metal. Now, rock and metal are my go-to. Don't get me wrong. But I like all kinds of music, even AI-generated stuff. You can see how ridiculous this playlist is. It has 631 videos in it. So I've begun trying to, and you can imagine how tedious this is. I've begun organizing these into sections. It's not fully set up yet. There's a lot to be done. But hey. Let's see, everyone needs to be blessed by Bakushin every day. Yes, well, I need that Bakushin speed. I need to get out there and Bakushin my way to the future. That's a good motto. Someone needs to make a poster. Bakushin, running our way to the future. Or something to say, the fastest thing to hope. That's a good one. I like that one. See, that one's better. Someone needs to clip that. Yes, big head, but I will preach the mantra of Bakushin. I hope Florida does the same as Australia and bans kids. Tab, Florida's kids are gators. Check out Dev Country rock music. I'll have to check that out. Thank you for letting me know, Crispy. You can't ban us for being what made the state. I do think there's gator blood in Sealy's veins. And also, when we all play Arknights with Sealy's, you'll get to see you'll get to see his Floridian veins truly show their colors. Along with a bit of Orca and other things that you'll recognize. Because he'll find a way as soon as they add a character. Just like you know what mine are gonna all be. Well, most of them. One of them you probably don't know yet because I haven't figured out his name. I keep forgetting his bloody name. So, yeah. And say, by the way, Tim, as I said, you're too old, bro. you need to head back to your nurse. And Sealy and Tamkin are gonna... See, Sealy, let me remind you something interesting. You know what? I'm very excited now. Sealy, let me say something real hilarious. Let hear what you got. Okay, I'll play one right after I say. I want everyone to vote what you see. So, from here, Unbent, all the way down to A New Oath, which one do you want to hear? We'll try to do at least 2 or 3 out of each of these sections to try not to make it too long. Because if we try to do all of them, it's just going to be a music video. Ryun has my vote. Alright, Ryun, which one out of all these titles do you see? From the Unbent down to A New Oath. So there's Unbent, Chains of Command, Welcome to the Jungle, Lift It, I Am the Law, Overcome, Faith is My Shield, Unfinished Work, Embrace Your Humanity, A New Oath. Okay. Sealy says Embrace Humanity. Okay. There's also Gothic Rap. I've never heard of Gothic Rap. I'll have to check that out too. I listen to all kinds of stuff. So, okay, that's at least one vote so far. Embrace Humanity was Sealy's vote. Tam King, Crispy. Okay, so that's... hold on, wait a minute. Farseer said she gave her vote to Ryun. So now that's 3 for Humanity. He saw what? Also, I broke Sealy's sanity yesterday. Alright. Alright, so... we can't do Down with the Sickness. It has to be one of these. It can't be a real licensed song. Not for this episode, anyways. Next time. I'll keep that in the back of my mind, Crispy. I do have that in here. That is way further up the list. Inside this massive playlist of mine. All of Disturbed stuff is. Let's see, I will teach you more history on... Farseer, bring that up again! The 5th from the top, Tam King said. Wait, 5th from the top? So, 1, 2, 3, 4... Ah, okay. Makes sense. So that's one I Am the Law. So it might be the second one. So right now, because Tam King voted I Am the Law. Alright, what do you say, Crispy? It has to be ones between... Unbent, Chains of Command, Welcome to the Jungle, Lift It, I Am the Law, Overcome, Faith is My Shield, Unfinished Work, Embrace Humanity, or New Oath. We're going to do more later, after this. This is just the first video. Whatever sounds similar to Deserves. We're not to that one yet. Actually, which one? Is there one that kind of sounds like it? Maybe that one. Okay, if that's the case, it'd be Chains of Command, or it'd end up being maybe Lift It. Welcome to the Jungle, actually, is just a Welcome to the Jungle, but way different. Like, it's an AI alternated version. Like, it's changed the words entirely to be based on the Catachan Jungle from Warhammer. By the way, these are all Warhammer. But that means Humanity 1, so we're going to do that one first. Let me open it up in a new tab to make this a little safer. Oh, that's not it. Oh, okay, I can't do it that way, so hold on, we're just going to do it like this. I'll have to sadly scroll down every time, but that's fine. I don't know why there's not like it. Actually, I can just use this. What are you talking about? Where did you see that? Hold on. Well, I'm gonna have to go back and see how Sue saw. Where did you see this? Being fancy. I gotta make a quick phone call real quick, Chad. I'm gonna be. Hold on. I wish I could use this.
I am the burden
Hold on,
you
1
were
second.
born to bear. The inner fire you must learn to share. Endure for the child who has yet to cry. Endure till the last of the suns run dry. Let cowards falter, let tyrants fall. Your purpose stands above.
When you get a chance, I need some Pepsi, please.
You are the blade,
Okay.
the
Thank you.
shield, the spot.
Bye.